Shelley Hofberg is a clairvoyant, medium, pet psychic, and tarot reader. She does not ask for the details about your life, but primarily relies on her gift of clairvoyance to receive the psychic insights that will be the most helpful to you about your soulmate, relationships, money concerns, and your career path. As a pet psychic, she will receive insights about what your pet or pets wants you to know. As a medium, she will connect with your loved ones on the other side. Shelley Hofberg is the host of the Psychic Horizon radio show, produced by Goldilocks Productions and presented on Blog Talk Radio, Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Shelley brings together the pioneers and visionary teachers to share with you some of the most enlightening knowledge that is out there today to expand your horizons and open the paths to higher consciousness.
Welcome to the Psychic Horizon Show. I'm your host, Psychic Shelley Hofberg. And the Psychic Horizon Show, today's guest on the Psychic Horizon Show is a soul coach, Jeremy Riden, who uses numerology, astrology, and destiny cards today. And before I bring on Jeremy Riden, I'd like to let you know that for those of you who are in Southern California, I have some events, coming up. I have a lot of events coming up, psychic fairs. I'll be doing the Spiritual Living Expo and psychic fairs. And I also will be at PetCom on June 22nd. If you want to bring your pet or a photograph of your pet, I'll be able to read them. Please go to my website because I have a lot of events, www.psychichorizon.com, and click on the event tab, and you can see all the events that I'm going to be doing. And then if you have any questions about the events, contact me at 818-744-5241 or leave me an email at Shelley, Shelley, Hofberg, Hofberg, @gmail.com. We're going to have a great show. Jeremy Riden is a regular guest, and he's very gifted, and I feel he may be offering a special on his services, which he'll tell you about. So I'm now going to bring on Jeremy Riden.
Hi, Shelley.
Hello,
it's great to be on Psychic Horizon. Looking forward to really expanding people's awareness of their full potential. So for all those that have their questions, call in, hit the number 1, press number 1, and me and Shelley will give you a free mini reading today. And listen to the show because we got some great intuitive answers to your questions.
Oh, great. And Jeremy, how can I find my career path by looking at my core numbers, and how can I learn about my career through astrology?
These are wonderful questions. So everyone out there, the two most often questions asked is, what should I do for a living, and who should I marry, or who should be my partner? So career and love, these are what makes our lives. These are the issues of our lives. And so today we're talking about, when we say numbers and astrology, we're saying that there is a intuitive tools like numerology, and numerology is the study of numbers that says the date of birth, your birth date, tells us about your destiny. It tells us about the karma you brought in and the things that you're working through to expand yourself as a spiritual person. And astrology is the study of planets, how the planets align at the moment you were born, that tell us a lot, once again, about your personality, your character traits, what you're good at, the things that you struggle with, your weaknesses, what makes you you. And so when we're asking about astrology, what you want to do is get a natal chart. You can get this for free at astro.com, and it's going to ask you the day you were born and the town you were born in, and you can get this all from your birth certificate. You want to get the time because the time is very important. If you're not having the correct time, it will throw off your astrology reading because the time tells us exactly the planet configuration of the moment you were born. It's the map of the sky that tells us the map of your life. And so with that being said, once you have all that information, you're going to get a wheel chart. And in that chart, there's going to be 12, like a pizza. It's going to be sliced into 12 sections. And every section has an area of life that it rules over you. So, for example, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your money, when it comes to your working environment, the houses 2, 6, and 10 in the astrology wheel, everybody has it. They have 12 houses. Your second house, your sixth house, and your 10th house tells us exactly how you make money, what your working environment is like, what your reputation is, what your life ambition is in your career. So these are what we call the career money houses. So if you have planets inside these houses, the planets tell us a lot about what you're doing for work. So for example, let's say you had the planet of Jupiter. Jupiter symbolizes spirituality, philosophy, religion, higher education. And if you had that Jupiter in your 10th house, which is the house of career, we could say that most likely you would have a reputation of being known as a teacher, as a college professor, as a clergyman, as a minister. There's just so much stuff that the planets tells us. So let's say that you don't have Jupiter in the 10th, but you got Mars. So now it's a whole different story. You're not known as a minister anymore, like Jupiter being in the 10th. If you have Mars, you're known more for now being a military person because Mars symbolizes action, aggression, going after your goals. It's a very masculine energy. So these would be like police officers, firefighters, people in the military, people that are in law enforcement. And so if Mars was in that 10th house of a career, we could see someone that maybe started in the military and worked their way up to be a colonel, or they started as a police academy and worked their way up to be chief of police. And so that's what's really great about astrology. It's more than just reading your sun sign that you get in any of the astrology newspapers. You want a detailed reading that's going to tell you exactly not what all the math is. You get something in the paper that says if you're a Virgo, this is going to apply to you this year. That's reaching too many people. You need to know specifically how is it going to reach you. To do that, you need to get a personal reading with me. And that's where I tell you exactly where all your planets are, how they're working in your life, and how you can use them to your advantage. And to get that reading, you can go to my website, Divine Spark Ministries, DIVINE, Spark, SPARK, Ministries, MINISTRIES, DivineSparkMinistries.com, and you will see a Soul Coaching tab. On that tab are my different packages. I do have a free 10-minute intuitive call. So if you're listening right now and there's a question you have going on in your life, you got an opportunity to get a 10-minute call that's probably worth hundreds of dollars from one of the most world-renowned soul coaches, myself, to toot my own horn. So get out of the regular astrology newspapers that are trying to feed the masses and get directly insights to how it applies to you through getting your own astrology birth chart reading. Shelley, back to you.
Yes, Jeremy, do you have a special right now on your services?
Yes, the special right now is a free 10-minute clarity call. So this is a clarity call. If you have a question, you just need to go to my website, DivineSparkMinistries.com, go to the Soul Coaching section, and you will see I have different packages. There is a free intuitive clarity call that you can click on, fill out the form, and we will set a date for you to have your free 10-minute complimentary reading with me. That's a phenomenal special. Won't be along much longer, so you want to jump on that. And Shelley, do you have any specials going on?
I'm offering a 45-minute reading for $20, and I'm offering an hour reading, a 60-minute reading, for $50. It's a special that's running through until the end of May. And so if you would like to get a reading with me, go to my website, www.psychichorizon.com. There it will tell you information about what kind of readings I do, what services I provide. I'm a clairvoyant, I'm a medium, I'm a pet psychic and tarot reader. So if you're interested, go to my website, and you can contact me at 818-744-5241. We're now going to take our first caller, which is area code 310. Hello, 310.
Hello.
Hi, and who do we have the pleasure of speaking to?
You're speaking with Cecilia.
This is Cecilia, you said?
This is Cecilia, yes. And I have a question, Jonathan.
Yes.
Can you tell me in general, if I give you my birth date, I'm about to take a trip to Nigeria and then the United Kingdom. And I was wondering if there's anything in my chart that would suggest that there was something interesting that was going to happen.
Yes, Cecilia, real quickly, what is your month and day of birth?
11/19.
And currently, what is your age?
63.
63. I'm going to take a look in the Destiny card system to see what's going on with you. And, Shelley, what do you pick up on Cecilia's future trips overseas?
I feel, Cecilia, that your trip to the UK, your trip to the UK, that you're going to be meeting a lot of interesting people. There's a lot of friendly people there in the UK and I feel that there's going to be some kind of metaphysical or psychic event that's going to happen when you're there. So you might want to look on the website for events when you get there if you have access to the internet, because there's some metaphysical event or psychic there that will be in the UK during the time of your trip that you're going to go to, and you're going to meet a lot of people there. And I feel you're going to probably like the UK better than the other country you're going to. The trip to the other country will be okay, but I really feel that you're going to really resonate more with the UK, that you're going to, resonate with them.
Yes.
So the trip is going to go well. You're going to be meeting an interesting man there. I feel you're going to be meeting a man. And I feel that you and this man are going to kind of have a long-distance relationship, and that you're going to be corresponding with each other. That you and he are going to feel a connection with each other when you meet him. He has blue eyes and silver hair, and he has a beard, but it's a short beard. It's not a straggly one. It's kind of close to his face. I feel that he's an attractive man. He's a little heavy set. I wouldn't say that he's really overweight or fat, but he is a little heavy set. I feel he's more on the medium height and medium built. So I think as a result of your trip that you are going to meet someone that you can have a relationship with. You're going to meet a lot of interesting people, and you're going to be going to this metaphysical psychic fair. It's a big one, like an expo that they're going to have there. The other trip will be okay. I just don't think you're going to enjoy it as much as the UK. And if you would like more information, I have a special on psychic readings, $20 for 45 minutes and $50 for an hour. And just go to my website, www.psychichorizon.com. And Jeremy, what do you pick up for Cecilia?
Cecilia, don't go breaking my heart. Anyway, sweetheart, Shelley, well, the Destiny cards back up what Shelley's saying. It shows about needing to get this, or even this whole year, your affections met, desiring new people and affection. So what is your relationship status?
I'm single. I have been for many years.
So, Shelley, you know, and I like people to confirm it. So when Shelley says from her psychic awareness, hey, you're going to be meeting the man, everyone out there, you just heard, without Shelley even asking, she knew that Cecilia was not married and was single. And the Destiny cards says that even though Cecilia says that she has not been in a relationship for many years, the Destiny card says that now's the time that Cecilia starts opening her heart to begin to allow the idea of being in a relationship, to even seek out new people. So for those that are single, a lot of married people don't understand this, but people that have been single for a long time, they're not always in a rush to get into a relationship. Sure, the idea sounds nice, but we're not desperate. And I mean, single people are quite happy, folks. And so a lot of married people just think that single people are miserable. It's quite the contrary. We're very happy. But what happens is we get into a rut. And so sometimes when a single person gets into a rut, they need to realize that you might be happy or you just may be in a rut. And so you need to shake yourself up and say, I'm willing now to consider the possibility that maybe it would be nice to be in a relationship. And so this is what's going on with you. It already started, you know, a while back, and it will continue to go all the way to November. Shelley's right. I do think there's be a significant connection to a romance in this trip. It shows the love card around you, the charming romance, romantic, fun, playful. So when you go on this trip, you need to really believe that you can meet the one. You're an ace of clubs in Destiny cards, and that means you do believe in soulmates. So even though you're single, you do believe in soulmates. You do want a very loving soulmate connection. So what happens is when you go on this trip, allow that flirtation side to come out. Allow the smile and the fun. It's okay to flirt. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to open up to these youthful energies. Now, with that being said, when you go to the UK, I want you to find a duck pond, because as soon as you called, someone kept saying ducks. She needs to go to where they feed the ducks. And so I want you to, wherever you're at, ask, is there a spot in the UK where there are a lot of ducks where people can feed? And I think there you're going to meet this gentleman, or you'll meet somebody that will point you to another spot to go that will lead you to this romantic encounter. So it's very, very good for you. It's also good financially. I don't know how that plays out, but all the way around, the trip is a positive experience for you, not only when you're there, but even when you come home. So thank you so much for calling, Cecilia. Take lots of pictures, and when you get back to the States, tell us all about it, okay?
And Jeremy, why don't you tell Cecilia about your special that you're having and how she can contact you?
Cecilia, or anyone else out there that's wanting information on when is the best time for me to get married? When is the best time for me to go on vacation? When's the best time for me to start looking for a job? The universe is run on time. The book of Ecclesiastes says, you know, like the Beatles saying, there's time. There's a season for everything, a time for everything. Astrology, numerology helps you to understand what are the best times to do certain things in your life. So if you're wondering about the timing of your life, what you should be doing or not doing, you can go to my website, Cecilia, and all the other Cecilias out there at Divine Spark Ministries, because I am a minister of the spirit of the universe, and that will take you to my website, and on there you'll see my soul coaching packages. I do have a special going right now. It's called a free intuitive clarity call. And so this is like a 10 or 15-minute call where we look at one question and try to get some clarity on that question so we can make more informed decisions. Shelley, how can people get a hold of you?
You can get a hold of me, Cecilia, at 818-744-5241. and I see that you're calling from Southern California. I'm doing a lot of, I'm doing the Spiritual Living Expos, and I'm doing psychic fairs. And I'm also doing PetCon, which is going to be in downtown Los Angeles on June 22nd. If you have a pet, bring your pet or photograph. I'm also a pet psychic. So please go to www.psychichorizon.com if you want to meet me in person. I'd love to meet you. And look at all my events will be listed there. Or if you want a private reading, call me at 818-744-5241. The special is $20 for 45 minutes and $50 for an hour. So thank you for calling the Psychic Horizon show, Cecilia, and I feel that you're going to really enjoy your trip to the UK. Thank you, dear.
And she's off. All right, Shelley.
All right. I'm now going to continue my interview with Jeremy Riden. How can the Destiny cards help me in my career pursuit?
Okay, so, we're kind of jumping all over the place today, but we're talking about Destiny cards, and Destiny cards is a system that became popular about 10 or 15 years ago from Robert Lee Camp. It goes all the way back further than him, back to the very beginning of the Order of the Magi up in the Babylonian eras, and it takes numerology and astrology, puts it together, and it puts it in a deck of cards. So your regular poker cards that you see, Queen of Clubs, King of Hearts, we play with these and think it's a childish game, or we think it's a game to win money in poker. But the deck of cards is really an ancient divination system to tell people about their past, present, and future, and their own tribe. We all come from a tribe. So when you're born, you're given a particular destiny card. Out of that regular playing cards, you will have a certain card. I was born on September 21st. All right, for all those September babies, it was September 21st. Little fire, wind, and air there, but the earth. So long story short, I'm a 3 of club because anyone born on September 21st is a 3 of club. And so whatever birthday you have, it has a certain card number. That card number carries in it all the information about what you are here to do on this planet at a soul level, a spiritual level, also what you're here to experience on a physical level. This world isn't all about spirituality. I mean, everything is spiritual, but the physical world itself is spiritual, meaning that it's okay for you to feel the pleasures of your body. It's okay for you to feel good about doing good at your job and excelling at something that you've really worked at, or taking pride in your innate talent. So the Destiny card system can tell us all these things, what your innate talent is and what your innate struggle is, and how to handle that struggle, how to not only handle that struggle, but rise above it, incorporate that struggle into your life so you master it and become, I'm feeling like a little teacher right now. I'm going to teach some people that are listening. Some of your struggles aren't to destroy you. They are to sharpen you in that area that you're struggling in. So that's why I tell someone, well, that person's had a lot of relationship problems and they're going to help someone else. Probably, because they struggle so much in it, they gain a lot of wisdom that they can share to someone else that maybe didn't have to face all that stuff. Same thing in career and raising your kids. So don't let your struggle define you. Let your struggle rise you up to being an expert on how to deal with that situation. So that's how the Destiny cards can help you. If you want to know what your Destiny card is, and you want to know how you can get over your problems in the fastest way possible, go to my website, divinesparkministries.com. My name is Jeremy Riden. You can look me up on Facebook. You can look me up on Twitter. My last name is Riden, Jeremy Riden. DivineSparkMinistries.com. Go out to the soul coaching package area. You can get a free sample of what I do one-on-one on a call concerning your issue. You're not going to find that much longer. Jump on it right away. Back to you, Shelley.
All right. Thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy, let's now take our next caller, which is area code 203. Hello, 203.
Hello, this is Michelle from California.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Are you in Southern California or Northern California?
Southern.
Oh, all right. If you go to my website, Michelle, www.psychichorizon.com, I have all my events listed. I'm doing the Spiritual Living Expo and a lot of psychic fairs, and I'm going to be at PetCon June 22nd if you have a pet, doing pet psychic readings, so you could bring your pet or a photograph. And I'm also offering special on psychic reading, $20 for 45 minutes and $50 for an hour. So I just wanted to share that information with you. And Michelle, how can we help you today?
I'm a Sagittarian, and I happen to have a Virgo ascendant, but I'm a Sagittarian, and I know Uranus just moved into to Taurus, my house of health and job, and I immediately broke my wrist. So,
yeah, definitely. That's that for all those that are listening. When your Uranus is the planet of unexpected things, it does a lot of changes, especially when it enters into a sign. And so she said that Uranus, which is the unexpected thing, moved into her sixth house. But sixth house also rules, besides work, is your health. And Taurus a lot of times rules health too. So what she's saying is that she experienced exactly what happened in the heavens. She unexpectedly had a health issue happen with that wrist. So that's another way that we see astrology confirmed. Go ahead, Michelle. Loving your conversation.
Yeah, well, this is a long stay for Uranus, and it's like, oh my God, I never had a broken bone. Of course, it's not going smoothly. I'm already a little on the older side, so I am a little concerned about my health and, of course, work, and, they all tie together, right?
Let's take a look and see what the destiny, Michelle, let's see what the destiny system says. A lot of people out there, when you know one system, you want to start incorporating the other systems with it so you get a fuller picture. So she's got a good grasp on astrology. Let's combine the destiny system with that. What is your month and day of birth?
November 29th.
Okay, 29th. And November. Now, another thing really quickly, how numerology works. Michelle would be a very intuitive person, extremely intuitive, because the 11 is the number of intuition. The 29th is the number of intuition, too, because 2 plus 9 equals 11 in numerology. You always plus the numbers together, and it also gives a loving number, a very loving, sensitive number, as someone that's sensitive to other people's needs. So this is very interesting. And what's your current age, Michelle?
62.
62. So do you have a specific question you would like to ask us today that we can try to shed some insight for you?
Well, I guess I'm kind of looking for good news. do you see any
Well,
good
I'm going to
news?
turn over to Shelley. The good news, let me tell you something real quick, okay? Because I know you said you got some work issues and some health issues. You're born on 11/29. The good news is you just entered into your Jupiter period. In the destiny system, it teaches us that for every 52 days, one of the planet is governing our lives during that 52 days. You have just now crossed over into the Jupiter 52-day period, and Jupiter is the planet of blessing. It's the planet of expansion, of good news. So, and we just now crossed over into it. So all that Mars energy that you were in, which Mars is a lot of times a lot more irritability, a lot more restlessness, you're going to find out that restlessness is going to leave, because you're going to feel like you're not caged in anymore. You're going to feel like these blessings come to you as these next weeks begin to go on. I will look specifically at some other stuff. While I look at her cards, Shelley, can you pick up some positive news for Michelle in Southern California?
Michelle, this is really kind of a good year for you to make a career change. I feel that you're going to be going into a different profession than what you're doing now. It feels right around July, August, there's going to be a career opportunity for you, an opportunity for you to go in a different direction with your career. And I feel that it's going to be a very financially lucrative career, because I feel you're not getting your money's okay, but I just don't feel they pay you what you're worth. So I feel that this job is going to be more financially lucrative. It's going to be a better income for you. It's going to be a good opportunity. The career is going to involve travel. I feel it's going to involve something with travel, and that you'll be traveling in the career. So I feel it will be kind of a fun job, something fun. And so it's coming up right around July, August, this new career for you. You may also be relocating as a result of the career, because I do not feel this new career that's coming up for you is in California. I feel it's in a different state. And I don't think you're really looking to move out of California. I think you like California, but I feel that if you take this job, take advantage of this job opportunity that's coming up, that it would mean a long distance move, and that the company would help to pay for your expenses, the new company, for you to move. It's something really good for you. You know, it involves travel, better money, you'll meet interesting people. So this is really, I'm picking up a strong year for you for making a change, with career. And Jeremy, tell Michelle about your special and how she could get a hold of you.
Well, Michelle, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what's going on, and then I'll tell her about the special in a second, Shelley. The special that Shelley's asking about is a free 10-minute call that you can receive with me, and you can do that by going to Divine Spark, like a spark from a fire, DivineSparkMinistries.com. My name is Jeremy Riden, Riden. Let's take a look at what's going on. You asked if there was some good news coming for you. I'm looking at that Jupiter period, what cards you have underneath it. You have some of the most powerful cards right now. So what is very important right now is, even though you've had a long time of setback or the pain in the wrist and some of this other stuff, you cannot feel like a victim. Or you can, but I say choose not to be a victim right now. Choose to say, I'm taking responsibility for my life to make happen what I want to happen. So if you would set definite goals for the next 52 days and work your tail off, you would see that even though you're working hard, whether it's to lose weight, whether it's to look for a new job, as long as you put the effort in before, we're looking at before the end of summer, there's going to be a payoff. Now, listen, people, sometimes we have to go a long time before we see the reward. Not the case with you, sweetheart. You called in today because God wanted to confirm to your spirit, don't give up the fight. If you can push a little further, things are really going to open up before the 2 months are over. Now, Shelley was talking about this work. Do you work? Are you on disability? Are you working now? What's the situation?
Yeah, I've got a few weeks of disability coming to me. So till the end of the month, I'll be on disability. And then I go back and, my wrist is in very bad shape. And plus, I can't stand the job anyway. So. Okay.
So then at 62, I would look at what I would tell you to do is do not wait for the next 2 months just to pass you by to go back to that job. What I would sit down is I would look, okay, God, I don't like the wrist hurting, but God is using this wrist as a time off from my work where I can still get a little money in so I can strategize and plan on how I'm going to get out of there, or what business I'm going to start, or where I'm going to work. So, if you wanted to start your own business, that would be great. Or if you want to do something else. So we want to expand your finances. The only way that's going to happen is you say, I'm taking charge. I'm the mama. I'm the daddy. I'm the honcho. I'm going to do it. And don't be so polite, because the reason you have health problems, I'm going to hurry up, I'm not giving it too much, is because you have a 6 of clubs. You're a 4 of hearts, 6 of clubs. Anytime I see a 6 of clubs, especially with weight problem and other things, is usually there's some type of resentment in anger that they're holding on to because they didn't speak it, they didn't share it, meaning because you're so sensitive to other people's needs or loving or trying to keep the family together, keep everything solid and straight, that you absorb emotions. And so it's more important for you to channel when something doesn't feel right, share it right then and there. Speak it out right then and there. Don't allow petty, don't keep doing things for people and then feel like they're not giving back to you, and then you begin to resent all you're doing for others. I want you to take that energy, that aggression, and don't be afraid of it. Show it. They're going to still love you. They're going to respect you. They may be shocked, but what you're going to do is you're going to take back your power. And by taking back your power, you'll see that you'll just have a lot more energy flowing have energy to lose the weight, energy to get stronger and healthier. We got to hurry up, the producer's telling me. So I do love you. Look at my site, divinesparkministries.com. And Shelley, how can she get a hold of you?
You could get a hold of me at 818-744-5241 or go to my website, www.psychichorizon.com. And thank you for calling the Psychic Horizon Show, Michelle. And I hope I get to meet you. I hope I get to meet you at one of my events. Thank you, Michelle.
Thanks. Thank you both. Thanks so much.
Thank you, dear.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
We're now going to continue our interview with Jeremy Riden, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code 415. What numbers are more in line for building a certain type of business, Jeremy?
Okay, so everyone out there, in numerology, there are certain numbers that are better for creating a business. You get this by adding your full date of birth together and reducing it to a single number. The best number is number 8, because 8's the number of business, money, being the boss, getting things done. Another number is 4, because 4 is what? Structure. It's being solid. It's routine. You can't be successful in life unless you got structure. Every company has procedures on getting things done. So if you got a 4 in your life path or somewhere in your intuitive map, that means you're good at creating solid plans and following through. And then 2 is really good because 2 is sensitive to the people, so it kind of has a feeling of what people are wanting, which are customers. You're going to be successful. You got to deal with clients. You got to deal with customers. And 2 is really good at also being detail-oriented, kind of, finding the little details and sticking to the details. So 2, 4, and 8 are great numbers in numerology. There are other numbers in the destiny system. There are so many things. The best way to find out what you're made to do is to actually get your own reading, and you can do that by going to divinesparkministries.com. Don't waste thousands of dollars going to college, getting in debt way over your head, spending the next 20 years trying to pay it off and not being able to have enough money to buy a house because you chose the wrong career. You chose the wrong thing. You chose with your head, maybe you even chose with your heart, but you weren't listening to spirit. Talk to me before you make any decision when it comes to your education. That way you already know this is what I should do and not waste so much money in the what I would call the broken educational system. Back to you, Shelley.
Thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy, let's take our next caller, which is area code 415. Hello, 415.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi, who do we have the pleasure to speak to? This is Ann.
Hi,
This is Ann from Northern California.
Hi,
There
Ann.
you go.
And Ann, how can we help you today?
I would like to focus on May, just things that I should focus on, or energies happening, or I want to instigate a lot of changes. So things maybe I should start out first that would, lead to the path of all the things I want to get done.
Excellent. When's your birthday? Month and day?
9/22.
Oh, wow. There you go.
I've got
I'm the 21st. So
22
you're
is
a Libra.
Good,
22 is a great number. It's a master builder. So I'm gonna take a look. We're looking at the month of May, and you just wanted to know what activities you should be doing.
Yeah, just
an overview.
Things to focus on. Yeah.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a quick look at that. How old are you right now?
I'm 50.
50. 50's nifty, sweetie. Okay. All right. So, Shelley, what should my friend here, what should Ann be focusing on the month of May to make the most of it?
I feel that this is a good time, Ann, for you to focus on, making some changes with career and making changes where you're living. I feel that for a long time that you have been wanting to move.
Yes.
And I feel that you are going to move, and I feel that the move could be you'll still be in Northern California, but if you're not in San Francisco, I'm kind of feeling you're going to be living in San Francisco, or you're going to be living closer to San Francisco, maybe about like an hour away from San Francisco. You're going to be either moving to San Francisco or about an hour away. I'm kind of feeling you moving to that area. And,
okay, well, I live in San Francisco, and I don't want to stay in the city so much. I'm tired of
you don't? Oh,
grind,
okay, that's
the
maybe
city life.
Maybe that's why I'm picking up San Francisco. So you may
That's funny.
still be, you may be moving out of the city, outside of San Francisco. It would be maybe about 1 hour to 2 hours away from San Francisco. So it's not going to be in San Francisco then, but it's not going to be that far from San Francisco.
Right.
So I do feel that the move is going to happen before August. And I do feel, Anne, that as a result of the move, that you may be going to work for another company in the city that you're going to be moving to. Or a city.
How would I see the opportunity? I haven't seen anything I even want to apply to. So I get notices online every day, and I just don't even see anything that sparks me.
I feel that you're going to put your resume on Monsters and Indeed, and that someone is going to see your resume and be interested in you, and it does look like it's going to be something you would be interested in, interested in pursuing. So far you haven't had luck, but when they respond to the resume online, that's where I feel the job is going to come through, someone that sees a resume online. It does feel to me that they are going to contact you, and it does look like it would be something you would be interested in doing. It kind of feels like it's a fun job, not a real stressful job, but something that's fun, something that you would enjoy. And it does feel that the job involves doing something, helping people. It's kind of it's a service job job where you would be helping people. It could be something with medical, or working with children, or working with animals, like an organization for kids or an organization for animals. So or something with medical. It's something you would definitely be interested in, and the benefits and the pay would be good. You would have good benefits and good pay, because I think you're going to be happier with the new job that you're going to be getting, and I think you're going to be happier with the location that you're planning to move. That will be a better place for you to live. So things look good. What do you pick? Do you pick up anything else for Ann, Jeremy?
So, Ann, this is the hardest time of the year for you. You're in your Saturn period. This always happens from mid-April to June 10th. Every mid-April to June 10th is usually when there's something stressful going on or some kind of restriction or something that you have to battle against. Right now, what you need to focus on is money and making money. What is going on is you're under the 8 energy in May. So this means you need to be very honest. You need to be very hardworking. You're going to be able to have much more mental clarity. So you should focus your mind on how can I make money, how can I expand my business, or how can I get into a business, and not allow yourself to because I see some quarreling around you. I can see you getting into arguments with because you're stressed out or you have your point of view. And so, you're pretty stubborn. In the month of May, you're going to be kind of stubborn towards this is how I think it is, and that's it. So don't even talk to me about anything else. So I'm going to tell you, sugarcoat your words a little bit. I want you to be honest. So don't beat around the bush, but you may come off more assertive than you mean to. So just make sure that you're not coming off too hard, but at the same time, make sure that you're not wasting time with idle talk. Talk blunt, talk straight, talk forward. What should I be talking about? How in the heck are you going to improve your finances? How in the heck are you going to improve your career? How are you going to go? And a lot of this, though, is also dealing with fear-based thinking on money. So what I need you to do is realize that even if money's tight, God is not tight. The universe is not tight. My gratitude is not going to wither up. My faith is not going to wither up. It's important while I look for work and while I'm moving and I'm unsure that I don't allow the things that make me feel positive and make me feel spiritually strong to diminish. So don't let the unknown attack what you do know. Well, what do you know? You're a daughter of the Most High Universe. You're connected to Source. And so hold on to that, but make some definite plans. Not the time to go traveling, visiting, not the time to be socializing. This is the time you say month of May, I truly going to be about the dollar. How am I going to make more money? And you'll figure it out if you stay in a positive mindset. Thank you for calling. What I would also encourage you to do, sweetheart, is go to my website, divinesparkministries.com. And you can schedule a free 10 or 15-minute coaching call with me. And if you want to take an opportunity to do that, you probably would want to do that. So thank you for calling. We're going to go. We're going to continue our interview. Thank you. You have a great day. Hang in there. Back to you, Shelley.
All right. Jeremy, why don't you tell Ann about your special and tell Ann how she could get in contact with you?
Yes, just as I said to Ann, I'm going to give that offer to everyone else. There is a free offer to get your own soul coaching call with me. This is where I call you one-on-one on the telephone. We talk for about 10 to 15 minutes about your life, maybe a certain question that you have. To be able to qualify for this, you've got to go to divinesparkministries.com, go to the soul coaching page. In there's all kinds of coaching packages. You want to choose the 10 free-minute intuitive clarity call. So it's just a quick clarity call to get you back into focus if you're feeling a little confused about making the decision in your life. And Shelley, how can people get a hold of you?
You could get a hold of me, Ann, at 818-744-5241, or go to my website, psychichorizon.com. I'm having a special on psychic readings, $20 for 45 minutes and $50 for an hour, and that special will be good until the end of May. So, it looks good for you, Ann. Things look good. Jeremy and I both picked up good things for you. And thank you for calling the Psychic Horizon Show. Thank you, Ann. I'm now going to continue my interview with Jeremy Riden. If I am thinking about going into business with someone, what should I be looking for when it comes to compatibility?
Folks, I definitely would never mix your heart or your money with somebody that you haven't seen if there's an astrology or a numerology or a destiny card reading compatibility. You can fall in love with someone, and they definitely not be the right person for you. You can get into business with somebody and trust them and lose your shirt in the process. So what you want to do is you just really want to be able to know if you're compatible. And there are certain numbers that are more compatible with one another, like the even numbers in numerology, 2, 4, 6, 8. They're more compatible than the odd numbers, which is like 1, 3, 5, and 7. And you say, well, I thought odds attract. I thought opposites attract. Well, you know, in a lot of ways, opposites attract, but that usually also means there's a lot of tension and fighting, right? Because that chemistry, if we got that tension because we're different, it creates chemistry. But when you're in business, you know, sometimes you need minds that think alike. Not that you don't want someone to think outside of the box, but you don't want to be fighting all the time about the vision and the purpose and the way about doing business. So, you know, if you're thinking about going into business with somebody, the best thing to do is go to divinesparkministries.com and go to the free coaching package section, Soul Coaching, and you can get a 10 free-minute call, and we can take a look and see if you're compatible with somebody. Back to you, Shelley.
Yes, thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy, what is the secret to happiness according to numerology?
What is the secret to happiness according to numerology?
Yeah.
Well, the secret to happiness is living your life with meaning. Meaning, everyone's chasing happiness. Happiness is not something you go out and buy or create. Happiness is always a byproduct of something else. Well, what do you mean? I mean, I exercise, and because I exercise, the byproduct of that is I'm healthier. I lose weight. I look better. Happiness is not something you chase. You chase happiness all your life, and it changes. It changes the parameters all the time. But if you learn to create a life of meaning, means that you find your purpose, your passion, your higher calling, and you pursue that faithfully, the byproduct will be happiness. You will feel fulfilled because you feel like you're doing what you were called to do, what you were made to do. Now, if you want to know a better idea about what would give your life meaning, what would help you to find meaning, what would help you to find your purpose and passion, then you want to get a numerology or an astrology reading. You want to get an intuitive reading by a professional such as myself, Shelley, the other people that are on the Goldilocks production channel. But right now you can get a free reading by going to divinesparkministries.com. Go to the Soul Coaching section, look for the free intuitive clarity call, and you can get a little sample of all the hidden mysteries out there being made known to you. You don't have to guess. So much guessing. That's why we're so frustrated. Let me help you take the guesswork out of it. Let me help bring clarity in your life so you know, so you can focus on doing what you're called to do. So how do you find happiness? You find happiness by creating meaning. How do you create meaning? Well, you need to know your astrology numerology chart, and that's why you call me, and that's why you set up a session. Back to you, Shell.
Thank you, Jeremy. I want to thank Tiffany White Sage Woman for producing the Psychic Horizon show. I want to thank Jeremy Riden. He's a guest. Usually he comes on the second Thursday of every month. So I want to thank Jeremy Riden for being a guest on the Psychic Horizon show. I want to thank all the callers who participated in the Psychic Horizon show. And thank you for being on the show, Jeremy, and have a good weekend. And have a good weekend, Tiffany. Thank you, Jeremy.
And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. May your children be protected. May your home be blessed. And may you find your family full of love in the years to come. Thank you very much, Shelley. Bye-bye, mothers.
Goodbye, Jeremy.